Good day, everyone. My name is Kiana Idol del Pilar, second year BS accountancy student. So every time I hear the word organizational culture, first thing that came inside my mind is the idea of the word diverse because in organization, it consists of different people with different personality and perspective.
That's right, Kiana. Anyways, I am Hannah Taduran, also a second year accountancy student, and for me, organizational culture is like a collection of beliefs, values, and culture that creates the environment of an organization.
And as for me, organization's culture is defined through its people and practices. It is a mix of organizational policies, leadership style, oral and written traditions, and employee behavior. This is Riza Pauline Sibultazar, a second-year accountancy student.
Given all those ideas that came from us accountancy students, we want to know more about the perspective of a person who has already had plenty of experience in the teams of a workplace.
With that being said, we will be interviewing someone who works in a certain organization.
That's right. So let us all welcome our interviewee, Mrs. Emelda. So good day po, ma'am. Kamusta po kayo?
Yeah, good afternoon. Mabuti naman. Kamusta kayo, ladies?
We're
Okay
very
lang po.
That's good to hear po, ma'am. And ngayon pa lang po, we are very thankful and grateful for your presence and time and effort for this afternoon. So now we can put the little bit of spotlight for you po to simply introduce yourself to us po.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies. So I am Melta Duran. So ang full name ko is Imelda, but I wanted to be called Mel kasi masyadong mahaba yung Imelda. Yeah, so I am Melta Duran. I am a manufacturing division manager in an automotive manufacturing company based here in Laguna. So the company has around more than 2,000 employees. I've been in the company for 24 years, and 22 years of that long years, I work as a manager. 16 years as a manager and 6 years as a division manager. So that is my brief introduction of myself.
Okay, nice to meet you po, Mrs. Mel. So let's proceed with our first question. How long have you been in the company and how long have you been working as a manager?
Yeah, okay. So as I mentioned, I've been in the company for 24 years, 2 years as a supervisor, 16 years as a junior, actually a manager. So 8 years as department managers and 8 years as a section manager. That is the level of the managerial level in our organization. And then 6 years as division manager of the manufacturing division.
As a manager, how would you describe the work environment or the company culture?
As a basic policy of our company, we treat each other as a family, actually. We face challenges together. We support each other to achieve our goals together. So that is teamwork. We promote a harmonious environment to our employees and expect them to actually work happily and feel satisfied with their work. Then the company promotes CSR as well. As you maybe you're familiar with that, the corporate social responsibility. So we promote that among our employees so that they will contribute to the society.
As you stated earlier po, you have worked for the company for how many years as a manager? And we believe that conflict in an organization is inevitable. So can you describe what conflict means in your organization?
Actually, there is not much conflict in our organization kasi open yung communication sa company. But syempre may mga maliliit na mga conflict. Since we foster teamwork among our people, some are mga minor misunderstanding. Syempre because of the different culture of the employees from the family. Kasi iba-iba yung culture ng family natin. Diba? That is why we promote a culture of teamwork and concern in the organization, yung culture of malasakit to each other.
So, what are the common causes of conflict in your workplace po?
Most common conflict in the workplace are the difference in opinions of each individual. Since iba-iba yung ating kinalakihan, iba-iba rin yung ating mga pananiwala, pananampalataya. So there are times there are conflicts na nag-arise among the people.
So, since you've mentioned po some causes or conflicts in your workplace naman po, we would like to know naman po that how do you handle conflicts in your company or organizations po?
Yeah, as a manager, we see to it that communication is open to all levels of the organization. Conflicts are reported to us immediately whenever it arises. And our management team is quick to acknowledge and give remedy to the situation. We handle and treat it with urgency kasi para hindi siya lumaki. So it will not blow up to a bigger problem. Then we talk to the involved parties. We counsel them and ensure they understand and settle the conflict at that point.
Okay, thank you for that po. In terms of disagreements naman po, how do you handle disagreements when working with your team po?
Okay, so yung disagreement, very common din siya. So when there are disagreements among the team, since I am on top of the organization, though hindi naman ako yung pinakamatanda, so meron pang mas older sa akin. When I sense that they cannot handle, usually kasi disagreements happen in a meeting whenever we are having such meeting. Then kapag nasisense ko na during the discussion, hindi nila ma-handle yung disagreement, hindi na sila nagkakasundo doon sa discussion, I usually butt in. So sasabi na ako sa kanila na ibabalik ko sila. Then I will try to let them go back to the discussion. Minsan kasi na-off na yung kanilang mga point of view. So when I let them go back to the point of discussion wherein they will be forced to agree in a certain matter. So hinahayaan ko lang silang mag-discuss doon sa subject matter lang talaga. And then when they go back to that discussion, doon sila makakakuha ng best solution. So nagka-come up sila na parang win-win situation na. And then nasi-set aside na yung mga personal disagreements nila, if there is any.
So in addition to Kiana's question po, how about when it comes to disagreement with your boss? Is there any situation where you disagreed with your boss po? How did you handle it?
Okay. A lot of times, I disagree with my boss. Kasi ang boss ko is Japanese. So marami ako naging boss every 3 years kasi nagpapalit ang Japanese. Tapos kung minsan na-under ako ng factory general manager, minsan naman directly to the president. And all of them are Japanese. So usually, I let them finish first. Kasi tayo kasi mga Pilipino, we have that na yung parang pag narinig natin yung keyword, sumasagot na agad tayo. So kapag ganun kasi kung minsan nagkakaroon ng miscommunication kapag Japanese yung iyong kausap. So I let them finish first, and then after he's done with the instruction, then I will make a detailed explanation of my point of view, including yung data, yung pros and cons, and then I'll explain to him the reason why I think my opinion is better. So I cannot say kasi na, no sir, you're wrong, I am right. Siyempre boss kasi yan, di ba? So, ang Japanese kasi, they usually look on data, facts, before they decide. And most of the time naman, kapag na-present ko yon, nag-agree naman sila. Especially you are accounting, I think accounting students, ano, kapag nag-work kayo sa Japanese firm, most of the time, puro data kukuhanin sa inyo ng mga Japanese. And kailangan accurate yun. So, very, very particular sila doon. So, kapag nakita nila na meron naman akong data, nag-agree naman sila most of the time. So, that's how I deal. So, I don't disagree actually. I just present to them that this is the reason why I think this is better.
Are there any instances where you become verbally with others? If so, has this ever created a conflict with you and your coworker?
Ano ba yung verbal disagreement? Parang ganyan.
Opo, parang ganun na po.
Okay. Maraming instances na kasi iba-iba yung ano, 'di ba? Iba-iba yung character ng tao. Since thousands na kasi yung mga na-encounter ko ng mga tao. So different levels sila, may rank and file, merong managerial, supervisory, meron namang mga boss. So there are so many instances na nakakarinig ako ng mga off na verbal sentiments nila. Usually, hinahayaan ko silang mag-express kasi especially kapag ang verbal disagreement kasi nangyayari yan kapag yung very emotional yung member ng organization. So I let them express how they feel. So kung galit sila, kung naiinis sila, kung masaya sila or whatever. And then after that, when they are done, kung narinig ko na yung mga sentiments nila, bakit nagkakaroon sila ng ganong mga salita, then I deal with them with diplomacy. Usually kasi I only listen to people kapag very emotional na sila. Hindi ako babalik nung harsh word din kung medyo harsh yung kanyang salita. Then normally I listen and try to understand kung saan siya nanggagaling kasi kalimitan may pinanggagalingan yun. Minsan kasi dala pa nila yun eh. Yung mga grudges nila galing sa bahay, pag dinala nila sa work, doon nagsisimula yung very emotional sila, then nag-flare up sila. Then that's the start of yung verbal disagreement kapag sinalubong mo siya. So I usually listen to them, I usually try to understand them, and then from that point, nagsisettle kami amicably. That's how I deal with those.
Meron po akong additional question po. Ano po sa tingin niyo yung pagkakaiba ng Filipinos and Japanese people pagdating sa culture nila po sa work?
Okay. Ang Japanese kasi, they are very disciplined. Napaka-disiplinado nila. Kapag break time na, pag nagdingdong, saka lang sila tumatayo. Ang mga Pilipino kasi, hindi pa nagdidingdong, 5 minutes pa lang tumatayo na. But kidding aside, no, yung talagang mga Hapon, disiplinado sila, detail-oriented sila, tapos very professional. Hiwalay sa kanila yung emotion at saka yung work. Kung minsan iisipin mo, parang wala silang pakiramdam. Yun ang iisipin mo. Kasi tayong mga Pilipino, very emotional. Sabihin natin, kawawa naman kami. Pero ba't yung mga Hapon parang baliwala sa kanila? Pero hindi yun yun. It so happen na talagang hiwalay sa kanila yung work. And they do things, parang ano sila, yung gagawin nila, magtatrabaho sila, parang work to death sila. Parang ganon. Tapos pagka nag-happy sila, pag uminom sila, iinom sila to death din. Parang yung hindi na sila makakalakad, kaya normally Sa Japan kasi hindi po pwedeng mag-drive kapag nakainom. So ang gagawin nila, magta-taxi sila, iiwan nila yung kanilang mga sasakyan doon sa kung saan sila uminom ng mga bar. So yun ang Hapon. Ang Pilipino naman is very madiskarte. Ang Japanese kasi, meron silang flow na step 1 to parang kumbaga sa ladder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hanggang 10. Ang Pilipino kasi, merong mga shortcuts na kung minsan, that's positive para sa akin. Yung magagawa ng 1 hour ng Pilipino, kung minsan nagagawa ng Hapon ng 1 week. Yun yung difference niya. So pareho silang mayroong positive and negative side. Okay.
Given the conflicts you've mentioned previously po, what was the department's biggest challenge you handled recently, and what did you learn from it as a manager?
Yeah. So ito alam ni Hannah to. The biggest challenge that we had was last September 5. So when our president had, you remember the Delta COVID variant, yeah. When our president had the Delta COVID, so na-acquire niya yon, ewan ko kung saan niya nakuha. Since kami yung lagi niyang kasama, excuse me, dalawang division manager na Japanese, tapos ako yung nag-iisang division manager na Pilipina. And then one of our HR manager, nag-COVID positive kami, nahawa kami sa president. And then, to make the long story short, na-hospitalize kami lahat. And then, namatay yung presidente at saka yung HR manager. Naubo ako eh. Sorry. Na-hospitalize ako ng 2 weeks actually. And medyo ano na yun eh. Parang very serious siya. Very critical talaga. Siguro mahigit 20 na malalaking oxygen na yung na-take. But to make the story short, yung non-attendance ng mga division manager, tsaka ng HR manager, at tsaka ng presidente itself, it really hits the organization kasi wala yung top, so walang nagda-direct. But doon pumasok yung system. Yung process kasi, that's why we have that ISO certification. Very important. When the system, when the process has a system, then hindi siya mamamatay. So magdedire-diretso yung process dahil may sinusunod na system. And then the company continue its operation kahit na medyo may difficulty na na-encounter. Then yung head office namin, Japan, supported yung aming local members. And then as a manager, na-realize ko yung importance na yun nga na-mention ko, making our system in place and also preparing yung aming mga direct reports o yung mga employees namin, preparing them so they will be ready to do the task on their own para continuous yung maging operation. So yan yung biggest challenge namin. But now, okay na naman siya. So far.
Ayan, thank you so much po for sharing your experience and answer to us po, Mrs. Mel. And to be honest po, at some point, nakaka-relate po talaga ako sa experience nyo working with Japanese po. Kasi when I was a kid po, some of my relatives kasi nag-work sila in Japan. And yung mga baon nilang kwento is, yung Japan nga masyado po silang workaholic. Like, minsan they always choose parang work over family. And
family.
Yes, 'di ba? Parang and then nung nakwento niyo po yung experience niyo with them, parang napaisip ko parang na-DJ po kasi ganito yung experience ng mga tito ko and mga past relatives ko before. And nung way back in senior high school po, nag-immersion naman po kami sa Creotic po. And doon ko
Yes.
rin another experience yung Japanese culture. Lalo na yung bago ka pumasok sa isang room, kailangan thrice ka pa atang kakatok and dapat hindi ka pwedeng pumasok kasi hintayin mo pa yung nasa loob kung papasukin ka ba nila ay hindi. And sobrang organized, clean, and napansin ko lang na some works are tumatagal talaga yung process kasi parang mas Japanese nagpo-focus sila sa quality kasi over the quantity. That's why. And for that po, we're very lucky kasi we hear that experience po sa inyo, and for that, nagkakaroon kami ng idea kung ano ba yung magagawa namin in the future once na pumasok kami sa company kung saan may mga Japanese culture rin kasi iba't iba yan eh. Sa Samsung naman, mga Korea, sa
Yes.
po, Japanese. So, with that po, is there any advice po that you could give to us that once we enter to our workplace or job in the future po na magagamit po namin? Any advice?
So, 2 years from now, Ana. Tama ba? 2 years from now. Tumatawa si Hana. Okay, as an advice from a person nasa corporate world ngayon. To you who are starting your journey in life as employees to be. Yung iba naman gusto nilang maging businesswoman to be. First, learn as students. Learn all the things that you were given, all the knowledge, hone your knowledge and skills because it is going to be your edge when you start working. So lahat ng pwede ninyong matutunan, kahit na nakakapagod, kahit na, kasi naririnig ko yan na very exhausting talaga yung inyong pag-aaral every day. But sooner or later, kapag pumasok na kayo sa corporate world, marirealize ninyo, ma-appreciate ninyo kung ano yung meron ngayon sa school, kung ano yung binibigay sa inyo ng school. And then second, perseverance. It is a key, one of the key to success. So it may be hard, but if you continue persevering, you will notice that it will be a part of your personality. Di mo marirealize, persevering ka na pala kasi na-practice mo siya. And it will help you really to succeed. And then last and the most important of all, ito lagi ko itong sinasabi kay Hana, share ko lang sa inyo yung one of my favorite Bible verse in Proverbs 16:9. It says, "The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." You may have many plans and dreams, but do not forget to offer it to God and let Him bless it according to His will. Katulad ko, nung bata pa ako, gustong-gusto ko maging teacher. Yan talaga yung biggest dream ko, maging teacher. Hanggang ngayon, gusto ko siya in reality. But God has given me much than the teaching activity because He has given me thousands of people to reach out and care about. Sabi ko nga lagi sa company, this work of mine is for me, my mission in life. So very accountable ako dito sa trabaho na meron ako. And I'm sure God has prepared His plans for you, a real brighter future ahead. So with that, God bless you, ladies. And I'm glad to share this time with the three of you. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much for your advice po and your wisdom. We will certainly remember it. Once again, we want to express our gratitude for taking the time to work on this project with us. Without you, this interview would not be possible. We hope and pray that God will continue to bless you and your work. Thank you sincerely, Ma'am.
Thank you. God bless you, ladies.